start by saying something that I tell my kids all the time. I tell them, everyone is born, we all born, and we're all gonna die.
Nobody saw this coming. Irv Gotti's funeral took an unexpected turn when his ex, Ashanti, stepped up with a tribute that left the entire crowd in shock. From bitter feuds to an emotional farewell, her words sparked intense speculation. Was this a heartfelt goodbye or something much deeper?
I know you like Welch's grape juice.
Love, that's crack to me. Like, I gotta drink, and it's bad because I got like type 1 diabetes or whatever, so I'm not supposed to drink it, so it's like death, but I still drink.
The industry is buzzing, and you won't believe what happened next. Irv Gotti, born Irving Domingo Lorenzo Jr. on June 26, 1970, built more than just a record label. He built an empire. At 54, his sudden death sent shockwaves through the hip-hop world. The man who founded Murder Inc. Records wasn't just a producer. He was a kingmaker, responsible for launching the careers of Ja Rule, DMX, and Ashanti. But despite his success, his legacy was always complicated. Back in 1998, Gotti established Murder Inc., a powerhouse that dominated the early 2000s with platinum hits like Ashanti's Foolish and Mesmerize. However, controversy followed him wherever he went. In the early 2000s, the label faced a federal indictment over alleged ties to drug kingpin Kenneth Supreme McGriff. Though Gotti was ultimately acquitted, the damage to his reputation was irreversible. Murder Inc. never fully recovered. Despite the legal battles and industry drama, Gotti's influence was undeniable. Def Jam has lost one of its most creative soldiers, said music mogul Lyra Cohen. Love him or hate him, Irv Gotti changed the game. He was brash, controversial, and unapologetic. But while he built an empire in the music industry, his personal life was just as turbulent, especially when it came to one R&B princess, Ashanti. Their relationship was one of the most talked about. Feuds in hip-hop. Murder Inc. made Ashanti a superstar, but behind the scenes things got messy. Gotti claimed they had a secret romance, while Ashanti insisted he was lying. Their conflicting stories fueled years of drama. In a 2022 Drink Champs interview, Gotti boasted about their alleged relationship, even claiming she recorded Happy right after they had been intimate. He admitted feeling betrayed when she started dating Nelly, suggesting that was the beginning of their fallout. Ashanti, however, had a different version of events. She claimed Gotti tried to control her career and even blackballed her after their falling out. Irv would not let me come to the studio to record, she revealed on the IRL podcast. He was telling everyone not to work with me. He said, "Nah, you want to be with Nelly? Go sign to Dirty Entertainment."
Someone is in pain, they kind of act out of character, you know, and I see a lot of feminine qualities, you know what I mean? And I feel like,
A shot.
"We don't want you." She accused Gotti of manipulation, calling him a narcissist obsessed with power and control. For years, their feud seemed irreparable. That's why, when Ashanti stood up at his funeral and delivered a tribute, no one knew what to make of it. Her words stunned the crowd. After years of calling him a liar, a narcissist, and even releasing a diss track about him, she was suddenly mourning his loss in public. Was this closure, guilt, or just an attempt to maintain her image? Taking to Instagram, Ashanti wrote,
I'm taking a shower. I'm in the shower. You know, a nigga be creative after.
Yes.
Right?
"I can't believe things ended like this. It makes me so sad that we weren't on the best terms these past few years. But as I've always said, through our ups and downs, I will forever be grateful for everything you've done for me." This was the same Irv Gotti who went on Drink Champs in 2022 to brag about their alleged romance, the same man who spent years trashing her in interviews. So, why the sudden change in tone? The industry remains divided. Some believe Ashanti simply took the high road, choosing to remember the good despite their rocky past. Others think it was a strategic move, damage control for the sake of preserving her image. After all, Gotti had spent years trying to discredit her. But if Ashanti's tribute left people talking, Debbie Lorenzo's words added yet another layer of complexity to this farewell. Debbie Lorenzo, Gotti's ex-wife, had mostly stayed silent while he made headlines for his messy drama with Ashanti and Murder Inc. But after his death, she broke her silence with a tribute that left many raising eyebrows. Irv, you will be greatly missed. I can't believe I'm saying that. Married, divorced, great friends, we shared so many life lessons. Everything we've been through, good and bad, has molded me into the woman I am today. God never wastes anything. He uses everything for his ultimate glory. Her words hinted at a deeper, more complicated story. Was this love, regret, or just an attempt to honor his memory despite everything? She called him an icon but also alluded to his struggles, writing, "You fought long and hard," a subtle nod to the demons he battled. Lorenzo didn't sugarcoat their past. She acknowledged their ups and downs but still credited him for shaping the person she had become. That's a bold statement considering how their marriage ended, with Gotti flaunting other women and obsessing over Ashanti. Some fans called her tribute classy, others weren't buying it. "Where was this love when he was alive?" one user commented. Another pointed out that Gotti rarely mentioned Lorenzo in interviews, yet she still honored him in death. The biggest shock? She ended her message with, "I love you, my friend." Was this closure? Or was she simply proving that she took the high road? As social media dissected her words, the industry's reaction to Gotti's passing proved just as controversial as the man himself. His death didn't just bring condolences. It reignited old feuds, exposed deep divisions, and proved that some grudges never die. For decades, Irv Gotti was a polarizing figure in the hip-hop world. His influence in shaping the careers of artists like Ja Rule and Ashanti was undeniable, but his brash personality and relentless feuds made him one of the most divisive figures in the industry. So, when news of his death broke, it was no surprise that reactions were mixed, some offering heartfelt tributes, while others saw it as an opportunity to air old grievances. Scent wasted no time making his stance clear. Known for his legendary beefs and unfiltered personality, the rapper took a jab at Gotti in his signature ruthless style. He posted a photo of himself standing next to a tombstone with the caption, "I'm smoking on that Gotti pack." Nah, God bless him, lol. The internet exploded. Fans and celebrities alike were quick to react, some calling his post disrespectful, while others argued that it was simply a continuation of the long-standing feud between the two. Dissent and Irv Gotti's rivalry dates back to the early 2000s when Gotti, as the head of Murder Inc., was deeply involved in 50's infamous beef with Ja Rule. The animosity between them was no secret. Gotti had accused 50 of being a police informant, while 50 frequently mocked the downfall of Murder Inc. over the years. Given their history, many felt that 50 Cent's reaction was expected. "I mean, it's 50, did y'all really think he was gonna be respectful?" one user tweeted. Others, however, found his words in poor taste, especially considering that Gotti had just passed. Meanwhile, Ja Rule, Gotti's closest ally and longtime friend, had a completely different reaction. Instead of a lengthy statement or an emotional farewell, he kept his response brief, posting a single broken heart emoji. His minimal reaction left fans speculating. Some saw it as a sign of deep grief, a simple yet powerful way to express his sorrow. Others, however, questioned whether there was more to the story. Over the years, Ja Rule and Irv Gotti's relationship had seen ups and downs. While Ja had always defended Gotti during the height of Murder Inc.'s success and legal troubles, he had also distanced himself in recent years, especially as Gotti became known more for controversial statements than his contributions to music. Ja's silence speaks volumes, one fan noted. If that was really his brother, you'd think he'd say more. Whether out of genuine grief, personal reflection, or industry politics, Ja Rule's response stood in stark contrast to 50 Cent's. While one chose mockery, the other chose quiet acknowledgement. The stark difference between these reactions highlighted the complex and often unforgiving nature of the music industry, where respect isn't always guaranteed, even in death. Social media was divided. Was Irv Gotti a visionary or a villain? One viral tweet summed it up. He changed hip-hop forever, but let's not act like he didn't burn bridges and make enemies. Others pointed to his legal battles and industry beefs as proof that his legacy would always be complicated. Irv Gotti's death may have closed one chapter, but the drama surrounding his name is far from over. What do you think? Was Ashanti's tribute genuine, or was it all for show? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more updates.